How are you?
I am getting a call, so I'm not doing great. 1 second. 1 second. I'm here again. I'm back. Doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Everything's fine. I'm doing all right, man. I think we're about to get some nasty weather here in Iowa. Have you guys been getting hit with anything yet? Not to open with weather talk, but
I mean, it's only nasty if you're not freaky. You know what I mean? Like this is good.
Nope. I hate what you just said.
Nah, like this is just good weather for like if you cuddled up with somebody and like, oh no, we can't leave, maybe we should.
Only nasty if you're not freaky.
Yeah, like maybe we shouldn't leave. Maybe it's nice being warm together,
It's a real baby. It's cold outside situation.
Not really, because you live together in this scenario. This isn't a visitor. That
Sorry, are you role playing as me talking to Jess right now?
No, I'm role playing as anybody talking to anybody that lives with anybody.
Okay, because for a second I thought it was.
No, that'd be weird. Baby, don't go out and save lives tonight. Like that'd be wild. No. I'm.
They really need me at the hospital. Nah, girl, come on. The fire is warm. She's like, we don't have a fireplace. Where did you start a fire?
Hey, you know who needs reviving?
This dick.
Well, it takes all the mystery out of it when you say it.
I know. I regret saying it, but it was also funny to me. Well, hey, man.
Merry Christmas, everyone. Yeah.
Merry Christmas. Yeah, it's holiday season, and you want to do a little holiday mailbag?
We are. We're going to be doing a
little Santa sack of emails.
Mailbag, a full-on Santa sack of emails. But also, can you do the thing that you've done before where, like, we'll take turns reading them? So just, like, shoot me anything that you want me to read.
I figure I can do that. Helps. Or since we're not, like, really doing video, I can probably just screen share the emails with you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I think I might do it that way.
Yeah, so we wanted to give back in the form of giving you what you gave us. It's a real regifting of the holiday. You were kind enough to send things in, so we want to read them. We want to share our thoughts on the things that you think with us, with you.
Yeah. Now, when you put it that way, it does sound shitty because basically,
what do you mean?
The gift we're giving, is just announcing what people have given us, and we're like, "You're welcome. We gave it back."
No. But it's like, imagine if somebody gave you a gift and you could add to it. So if I gave you a car and then you got it detailed, it'd be an even better car.
But then saying it's a gift to you because I got my car detailed.
It is. You're giving me a car back? Thank you, brother.
Oh, see now that's what I'm saying, is you're saying.
Yeah.
That's where the communication wasn't lined up because I wasn't giving it back. I was sending you a picture of it detailed being like, Merry Christmas, buddy.
You would do that. That's exactly who you are as a person. So yeah, let's get into it. If you want to take the first one.
Yeah, I'll take the first one. I'll go ahead and screen share with you right now so we can both see them as we go here.
Let's get weird. Let's get freaky with it.
Let's get weird. Let's get freaky. Baby, it's cold outside. Which one do we want to start with here? I'll start with this one because I've had a couple people mention this to me. But this is from Kiera, and the title is Subreddit for Tiny Town and Squirrels. Now, changing it to Tiny Town instead of Toontown kind of goes, and then Squirrels. So this is an abstract change to both of our nicknames from Toontown and Squeaks to Tiny Town and Squirrels, which I don't hate, actually.
Yeah, I mean, if you'll remember, it actually sounds like our Bizarro forms. Like it sounds like there's going to be like just a more extreme version of each of us running around that is Tiny Town and Squirrels. Like Squirrels like actually like needs to get LASIK. Like actually cannot really see. And then Tiny Town is got like a weird like bone fusion going on where his knees are just like real low to the ground. You know what I mean? Like he still walks, but as far as a shin, his shin is the size of a hand. Like we're talking like knee feet, right?
That's like a Hank Hill's dad from King of the Hill, where he doesn't have Yeah, his shins were blown off in Korea, so they just grafted his feet to his knees. So he just has
No, I'm not
straight,
talking about
short
that
legs.
though. No,
Right.
he still has a little bit of shin.
Oh, still a little bit of shin. Okay.
Yeah, but just enough to look cartoonish.
Squirrels, I was just thinking it's literally like just clothing filled with squirrels masquerading as a man. Just a
And for the voice box, it's just screams. It's just like
they got a little keyboard in there, but there's too many little paws, so they're just typing nonsense. Just 7.
yeah, that makes sense to me. That's
We've
what it
really
feels like.
this year the listeners have really created. We've gone beyond the JJU, the Josh Johnson universe, and now we've established the Josh Johnson multiverse. Because now there's Toontowns and Squeaks, there's Tiny Town and Squirrels, there's the Punisher and Iceman, or Man with Ice Powers who hates puns. Like now there's a whole action figure line of the two of us.
There's a lot more going on. I'll admit. I think that some of it is good and some of it has been counterproductive. Like I think that there are some things within.
Some of it has been What has been counterproductive?
I don't know if the bathroom detective should actually like stay in the universe. I think that like I enjoy it, and we're gonna put out that that trilogy, but I also think like, is this who I am when I listen back to it? Like.
Well, I won't reveal too much, but I've been going through the tallies of people's favorite episodes, and I will say that character doesn't not make a showing. How about that? How about that for?
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Yeah. What we have become.
We have a lot of enablers out there.
Yeah. Incredible.
Anyway, sorry. Back to this email from Kiera. Subreddit for Tiny Town and Squirrels. Please, it's so late and like everything is fucking funny. So I typed the subject of the email, and of course autocorrect fucked up my words, but made me laugh. So I'm gonna keep it there. So okay, so Tiny Town and Squirrels was actually autocorrect. Hey JLo, I recently made a subreddit for the Josh Johnson Show on Reddit. I got tired of having no one to discuss the show with without sounding not like myself. I mean, I said sorry about your Brain King at a gathering, and the guys thought I was referring to an NFL game. So then they started asking me questions about football. All I wanted to do was drop a dope-ass line from the show, and it turned into me getting questioned about who plays for the insert any football name here, because most men are assholes who want to badger you for knowing anything. That does sound like us.
I mean, I'd like to dispute, but I have been around people my whole life.
That's the thing. I try my best to not be one of those people, but I know me trying to not be one of those people is because by default we are those people.
Yeah, I've tried really hard. I've definitely, you know what it's led me to though? Now I actually don't help people.
No, dude, that was when like mansplaining really was like talked about a lot. I got to a point where I was like, I'm not explaining anything to anyone, even if they really want my help.
Yeah, it's like it's really not worth it. So I'm just
not worth now.
I mean, I'm sure that they'll figure it out.
Yeah. I tend to start with the question of just like, do you want me to tell you? I've found just an easy way to avoid that.
As someone who had to leave someone who was stuck in a grate, I've stopped helping. Never want to be that guy.
Even the email says here, sorry, got sidetracked. Well, so did we. Back to Reddit. While I made the sub, I have no idea how to moderate a Reddit thread, nor do I want to. I think the JLo community, well, the JLo community, I think is something else.
Yeah, the JLo, what a mix-up that would be. To get like on a Jennifer Lopez subreddit and then be like, man, y'all ever get your brain injured?
I'm not saying I want people to do that, but I also want people to do that. I think the JLo community has enough common sense to make the subreddit a living hell since we were since we're not talking about anything outside of the show, and the show itself is far from problematic. Thank you. That being said, I'm hoping this email will be read on the show for the very reason of bringing the J-Lo community together to laugh at episodes, make inside jokes, and whatever else Redditors do in subreddits. Yeah, I don't understand what people do in subreddits, but I've had a few people send me this, saying they're like, hey, do you know there's a Reddit for you guys?
Yeah. So I would say that maybe, we can give it a shot. I can't make any promises just because of time constraints, but I would definitely be interested in giving it a shot at like hitting up the Reddit every once in a while with a question or
maybe
like just something. That being said, I feel like a lot of our movements are like a Reddit thread to begin with, so.
Right. And that's what I'm saying. I don't even know if, like, it's one of those things where it's like, I don't know if we'll get involved with it at all, but I wanted to give it a shout out if someone's trying to create a community for people to get together and talk about the show. I figured may as well shout it out.
Yeah.
They have a link here, reddit.com/The Josh Johnson Show. So I don't know. We're not in charge of it. We're not moderators, but like, I'm all about because we've had people email in trying to be like, hey, can you send me the email to this person that emailed in because they sound cool and I don't feel comfortable doing that. But
that definitely sounds like a setup. That sounds like
it sounds like it could either go great and make best friends or could be a nightmare.
Yeah.
So this might be a good way for people to voluntarily meet up.
Yeah. Wow.
But that's all. Thanks for keeping me quietly giggling in public spaces and occasionally scaring my coworkers in office with my loud, sudden laughter. P.S. If you have a favorite subreddit or Reddit type interaction, would love to hear about it. For me, it's the relationship Reddit posts where someone is sharing a minor situation between them and a partner, and people instantly jump to, he is such an abusive piece of shit, you need to live him, over something like, my husband didn't eat all his dinner. I hope people do yoga for reaches that far. All right, bye. Sorry I talked way too much, but yeah, Josh Johnson Show subreddit. Best, Kiera. Thank you for that, Kiera.
Thank you so much, Kiera. That means a lot. We appreciate you, and thank you for starting the subreddit. This could be the beginning of something really beautiful or really terrible.
Yeah, and again, we make no promises that we'll check it at all, but
I'm what if it really is like a hellscape? Like as soon as we log on, and we get like, oh no, I think the Nazis got to it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
Yes,
a lot of frogs in here.
Kiera, be a moderator with an iron fist, I think is what we're trying to say here. Best of luck to you. Right. Do you ever get on Reddit at all? I've never really. I don't really understand it. Every time I click on something for Reddit, I'm immediately thrown off by just how it's structured.
Yeah, it's
the most old man.
The way that it used to be structured, I think there's been a slight change, but the way that we're structured when we were in college was
big yawn right in the middle of the words.
Was like really hard to read. I felt like the only people who enjoy that type of layout are people who can also code. Like,
yeah,
I just when I would see it in college, when I would even have a link of something that I clicked that took me to Reddit, I would immediately get upset. Like I just hated looking at even the layout of it. And not that it's changed a lot, but maybe it's because the camera quality and all this other stuff has changed with the internet in general, that I feel less annoyed by the look of it.
Okay, that makes sense. You see an email here that you want to read?
Yeah, we have an email here that the subject line is Hurricane Sandy saved me from a dating app scam, which is already, thank you for this. Thank you so much for this gift.
That's quite the setup.
Okay. Right. Are you ready?
And we can say it's from Maggie. We can say
I was going to say that at the end.
Okay.
Yeah.
I usually say who they are at the time. Man, someday you'll understand how I do emails.
No, I understand how you do it. I just didn't know if I should do it the way you do it.
Yeah, I guess you don't have to, but go ahead.
So, are you ready? You all strapped in tight for what may very well be a true car accident of a story.
I mean, I don't know. I haven't read this one. This one did get selected purely because of the title.
Yeah, the fact that a hurricane saved you from anything means something bad was about to happen. All right. Hey, guys. I didn't find out about a secret family via a superstore, but I did catch a dating site scammer. I had just come back from being overseas for over a year. The guy I had been dating here and I weren't talking. Weren't taking off again, at least in my mind. So I thought, hey, I guess I could try one of these sites. I had exactly 4 responses before I ran screaming from it and have never ventured back. This might be long, but not as long and confusing as the toe fetish story, so hang in there. Anyway, the fact that there were 4 responses, that must have been 4 penises. It had to be. Like, it had to be just all penises. There's no way that you were like hi and someone was like hi and you were like, I'm out of here. Like,
well, it looks like all 4 are listed here. We got 4 numbers here.
Okay. Number 1, first guy, pictures of him in his military garb. I'm not a big fan of the military industrial complex, but thought, hey, let's chat. The story is that his family was killed in a car accident, blah, 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 which is already not
Maggie.
Great.
His family was killed in a car accident, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
That's such a grim response.
He was serving in Afghanistan. His story didn't ring true to me, and I left it alone. I'm not going to lie. You haven't given us enough information here for this person to outright look like a liar. Like, it sounds like 2 pretty bad things are happening to him.
Now, I will say, if that was literally he sent one message and he opened with that, even true or not true, you should avoid that guy because he's going through something and you don't need to get wrapped up in his trauma.
Have you noticed that bots still don't? This is going to be the next level of bot, I can assure you, but somehow bots still don't trauma dump. Bots are still very much like, hello, hey, you're in my local area. Yeah. Do you like to read? I also like reading.
Yes. Hello, sexy. What doing?
Yes, exactly. There's never a bot that's like, hey, how are you? Thanks for asking. I'm not great. Yeah,
hey, how are you? I'm trying out this dating thing. I've just really had a rough year and I'm trying to better myself.
Yeah.
That sounds like a man taking a swing.
That sounds like most people. Imagine if a bot was like, oh, how are you? Nice to meet you. They're all dead. It's like, oh my God. Because bots wouldn't be good at it at first.
They're all dead.
Yeah. Okay. So I've got my eye on you bag. The blah blah blah. I mean, if I saw the message, then I'd probably I'm gonna say be on your side, because I'm sure that if you're telling me that someone that 2 very plausible things happened to is lying, they must have told you an outlandish story.
That's I'm hoping the message had a clear red flag to being a scam or a game, but if not, blah blah blah. Goddamn. Also, the fact that these are 2 things that do happen to people is like. All right, let's move on. We got 3 more of these dudes.
I know, but wow. Second guy, another military one. Are you at a base? Did you set your parameters in the app for 2 miles? Okay, second guy, another military one. This guy is in Syria, which was kind of interesting because Syria hadn't gotten all public at the time. And I thought, hey, we chatted. That does say that. I'm not doing that. We chatted. His family was also killed in a car accident, possibly with the other guy's family. Not sure. I was skeptical because his writing didn't seem like what an English speaker would typically write. Certainly not an American English speaker. But then I thought, okay, our public school system sucks. So maybe, though he was a major or something. So again, I thought, we are still just texting via the app. So I ask him where he's from. He says LA. So I say, LA is a big place. Whereabouts? He says Avalon. Well, I'm from California. And if I were from Catalina Island, I would brag about it. So I told him this and said, I thought he made that up. I asked him to give me more places he knew in the LA area. He sent back an alphabetized list of cities in the LA area. I'm really seeing where the blah, blah, blah came from now.
Yeah.
Even my LA friends wouldn't recite cities alphabetically. Only the Rain Man could do this. I said, goodbye, you liar.
Goodbye, you liar.
Can you imagine going to like an actual speed dating meetup, and when you sit down, the first person is like, hi, I'm Bob, my entire family was killed in a car accident, and I am in the 157th. And then you're like, oh, okay, that's a lot to hand someone immediately. And then you switch seats, and the next guy's like, hi, I'm Chad, my entire family was killed in a car accident.
And then you're like, name all the cities you know.
Yeah. Just be like, where in Boston are you from? And it's like, oh, well, here's an itemized list of everything I've ever bought in Boston.
Goodbye, you liar.
All right. Number 3. This is where Hurricane Sandy enters the picture. This guy.
God, I forgot.
Yeah.
It's been a journey so far.
This guy is an architect living in New York, but is from Spain. So had that accent thing going in his favor, though sadly not French.
I think that's just saying their favorite accent is French, but yeah, someone from Spain living in New York, bringing in French accent is kind of a wild move.
Oh, God. Okay. Sadly not French. Sandy is barreling down on New York, and I express my concern. He is fine. Power's still on. All is good. We talk multiple times over the days of Sandy. He tells me about his son and how they would like to visit me. Dad mentioned his wife died in a car accident.
This must be a common scam to lead with a fucking Batman backstory.
Okay. I say, well, where do you live in New York City? And he says, White Plains. I am clearly not a trusting soul because I'm asking him where exactly. He finally gives me an address and says he has a nice apartment downtown. He says at some point, well, now that you and I have met and you aren't going to use your membership to this shit dating site, can we give it to a friend for him to use? I say, not sure, as I'm Googling his apartment address, which is the White Plains Post Office. Okay. I tell him I doubt there are nice apartments in the post office. He says there are.
Well, you know what? Good recovery.
Yeah. If he had been smart, he would have said, oh, no, that's where I get my mail. But instead, he insisted he lived there.
Or at least say above. There's apartments like above the, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because that can happen, I think. But
and he circles back to the idea of me giving my account information to him for his friend. I say, sorry, see you, liar. Okay, number 4. As I am recovering from that, I notice someone has waved or winked at me on the app. I look, and it is my ex.
Oh.
Now I am calling him my ex, but he didn't really know it yet. But he is on the app too. Over and out. Membership canceled. Miss Maggie. You know what this whole thing feels like?
What's that?
When you really need a ride home, right? Mm-hmm. And so you open Uber, and Uber is surging. It's like $50 for what you know is a $20 ride.
Oh, yeah.
Then you're like, okay, let me just check Lyft. But Lyft, you go to Lyft, and Lyft is $60. And so then you go back to Uber, and then Uber's like, well, we meet again.
Yeah.
It's $70 now.
And every driver that you get connected with in their bio, it just says, my family is dead.
And then you try to hail a cab, and the cabbie is like, hey, my meter broke, is $80. And then you're like, is there no way that I'm going to get home? And then you see your ex wave at you.
Parked across the street, winking.
Yeah. Wow. And then you're like, I don't think I'm ever going to get in a car again. I think I'm on my bike from here on out.
I think I'm done with cars. I think I'm out. Here's a short one. This is so remember, I can't remember if it was last week or a couple weeks ago, but about the the manager at work named Richard Balls.
Yeah.
So we got another response from the same person. I think we'd left the name off last time because they were talking about being high and talking about their manager. But this one just says, hey, just listen to the new episode where you talk about a person named Dick Balls. Well, I work at a hotel, and I had to check in a guest that was named Richard Balls. Richard shortens to Dick, so I had to hold back laughter while looking this man in the eyes and say, enjoy your stay, Mr. Balls. One of the funniest things in my entire life. Anyway, I'm quite stoned while writing this, but I hope y'all have a good day. Which is very similar to the first email they sent. And that's why you can see here, I responded. I said, are you playing with us? Because the last Dick Balls email was from you. And then they sent back, this story is 100% serious, but I don't think I sent you the last Dick Balls story. But I'm pretty sure they did. Yeah, the other one. It's from the same email about Dick Balls. So here's what I'm enjoying about this scenario. One, just love to know there's several Mr. Balls out there. Also, this person has clearly gotten so incredibly high that maybe they forgot they've met their boss twice.
That's so funny. Yeah, I think that is what's happening.
Because both those emails are from the same person, and they're formatted like exactly the same way. They both end the exact same way.
That's so
and
funny.
That's why I responded, because I'm like, I don't want people emailing in thinking they can play with us. But like, and a part of it was also be like, you good? Did you? Is this a sorry about your brain king scenario?
That's so funny though. Like the fact that someone forgot is incredible.
That's great. Dude tells about a different Dick Ball, and even says, I just heard about you guys talking about it. Yeah. We were talking about your email. Speaking of weed, here's another short one. This is from Melissa, and I just like this one because it says, hey guys, y'all sure Josh doesn't smoke weed? Because he just asked, do you think teeth talk to each other? Before proceeding to describe a teeth house party where Logan's extra teeth are unwelcome guests. Anyway, keep up the excellent work. Cheers, Melissa. P.S. In the time it took me to type that, Josh has begun describing the absolute atrocity of Logan's long-lost dead twin he ate emerging from his fucked up teeth and saying, I'm here too. So I don't know, guys. I think he's almost high as I am.
Look.
Yeah. Now imagine what Josh would be like if he did get high. This is him sober.
Yeah, this is all me. Yeah, like
that's
this is
all
like,
me.
This is this is like, like when someone's like, wow, are you on steroids? And it's like, nah, I'm all natty, baby. Like,
yeah. No,
this is my
just
natural
genetic
brains.
insanity.
Okay.
You're welcome for my brain, Kings.
I don't let nothing get in, right? Like nothing that's not already decided that is good stuff. None of that gets in there. I only let the good juices in. You know what I'm saying?
I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Do you see one here you want to read?
Okay, let's see. Oh, we haven't heard from Fat Rob in a while.
Here we go.
Okay, this is our old friend,
Fat Rob. It's been a while.
Yeah. I had the privilege, nay, the honor, of visiting New York this week. I was honestly unsure how I would like it, but I absolutely fell in love with the energy of the city, the natural hum, truly like nothing I've ever experienced, the sheer magnitude of its breathtaking. I was there cooking at the Food and Wine Festival. Fortunately for me, I had plenty of time to do a little sightseeing. I'm a nervous flyer, but I had you guys in my ears the whole time, keeping me calm. I appreciate it, fellas. When I come back, definitely going to catch a show. Thanks again. Oh, thank you, Rob.
Yeah, I thought that was just a nice little email. Just like, hey, I went to New York. It was nice.
That's cool.
And I'm going to counter that with an email here from Blobfish, who has emailed us before.
Okay.
And this one is titled "In Los Angeles for the First Time," and it starts with "Don't like it." This is a coast-to-coast review we're doing here.
Oh, God.
Live in Western Colorado, drove 8 hours to Vegas, spent the night, drove 5 hours to Angeles this morning, going to see La Brea Tar Pits, Moulin Rouge, pretty excited. What's up?
You have to say the don't like it. Pause for humor.
Pause for humor. I was just taking the pause, but yeah. I like birds. God. I like birds, so I'm happy to see all the different birds. Spotted a mitred or mitred, M-I-T-R-E-D, mitred. I'm not sure how to pronounce parakeet, which is uncommon. Might have been a red-masked parakeet, which is rare, and a vagrant species, so they came here by accident, adding on to it. I like a little bird fact in there. But the city itself, too cramped. I live in a small town by comparison, so I don't like how cramped everything is. LA's never really felt cramped to me. If anything, LA's a little too spread out for my liking. Things could be closer together. That's Logan editorializing. Everything is crushed together, and the people are weird. They are insane, just running across the street during a green with 2 bags of half-eaten cucumbers. I like that this is being clearly judging the whole city based on one guy carrying cucumbers. Whoa, what'd you just do?
I dropped something. Sorry.
Oh, okay.
Oh God. Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
That's okay. Also, why is everything so hilly? Well, okay, this is kind of a little nitpicky about geography here. Again, Colorado, surrounded by mountains. I live in a valley, but just it is a hill. The roads are. The roads are also giant, bigger than Denver, and just so overdone in every day they can imagine. Phoenix and Las Vegas really rely on U-turns to get places. Los Angeles require a full 10-lane crossing. That crossing is underneath another 10-lane street. By the way, we Uber around. They know the city. This is how it is. It's insane. I was gonna. Those complaints at the end there are just like, it's not the same as everywhere. Update. Saw Moulin Rouge. The audience was so rude. One lady was screaming, "Ow!" and "Yes, woo!" every time something remotely sexual happened in the most blood-curdling voice known to man. She did this the entire time. Really emotional moment, and the main character wipes his greasy hair. Woo! Thank you for that Los Angeles review.
Look. What you need to understand, thank you for writing in, but what you need to understand is that's just somebody who's very lonely, all right? Who's truly in need of a touch.
Yes.
Because no one woos. Like,
this is sex for her.
This is very close to all the sex. Like, it's...
Seeing Moulin Rouge, yeah.
The idea that, like, even one of the dancers maybe just wiped his brow and like, ah! ow.
Yes, sweat.
It really is like, that's so funny that, okay. I feel like we finally found one of the attributes of like a perverted auntie, because we all know like a perverted uncle. Perverted uncles out here making those like low noises, like like
that sounded like Sling Blade.
Yeah, just a little bit of growl, and everything they say is like, oh, would you do it later? Like, just something that's really uncomfortable. And those aunties are out here also. Those aunties are out here.
Oh, for sure.
Ow!
Yeah. They are just happy to lay their eyes on a man.
Wow. You know those people who actually be reading the romance novel outside, like.
Yeah.
I mean, there was one time
reading their smut on the bus.
There was one time that I was on the bus in Chicago, and this woman this middle-aged woman was reading a romance novel, and I'm not even kidding. She was reading, and like nobody else was there, she touched her chest, like. Like she had the book out here, right?
Yeah.
But then she went, whoo. like she rubbed the middle of her chest like she had Vicks Vapor Rub on it.
Oh, I love that.
And it's just, and then you see the cover, and the cover first of all, he couldn't be on more steroids, and I don't know what book this is. I'd have to find it because it's so funny. It's like basically he is, at least from the angle, because she had it down a little bit because she was reading it.
Oh, did it have like kind of a Fabio cover?
It had
kind
like
of
a
thing?
Fabio cover, but
okay.
The woman the woman is on the horse. This is like such a funny thing. The woman is on the horse, but the man, instead of riding the horse or her grabbing him and he's riding or whatever, he's like under the horse. So I couldn't tell if he was supposed to be lifting the horse or if he was getting trampled by the horse. Because I couldn't see the cover well because it was tilted down.
My husband was trampled by a horse, blah, blah, blah.
My husband was trampled by a horse, blah, blah, blah. Ow! Ow, ow!
Woo! Yeah. Squish him with them hooves. Ow!
Yeah. Wow. Wow.
Well, I think you had fun in Los Angeles. But also, sorry, I genuinely snorted there.
Oh, man. Okay. Oh. All right. So can you choose the one, it's fourth from the bottom, I fucked up.
I fucked up. There you go.
Okay. You already know the subject. I fucked up. Dear Toontown Squeaks, I've been listening to the show since the beginning and have always thought about sending in an email, but never knew what to say until now.
That sounds so so ominous.
I am a high school teacher and often listen to music or podcasts while I'm grading assignments. Well, I was listening to the Balls episode with headphones on. I'm not an animal. While grading tests in my classroom, when Josh said, "Sorry for your ball king," I completely lost it, and the few students I had in my classroom really wanted to know what I was laughing about. Since I would like to keep my job, I could not tell them the whole story, but I panicked and just simply said, "Something funny happened on the podcast I'm listening to." It didn't dawn on me until later that most of my students only know about the serial killer podcast that I listen to, as we use those as sources during our serial killer unit in psychology class. I now have a bunch of students who believe I was laughing to myself while listening to a podcast about actual murders. If kids weren't intimidated by me before, they certainly are now. Anyways, keep doing what you're doing. I'm a huge fan of the podcast, even though I may never listen to it at school again. I love all the Wild Josh stories, and Logan's laugh never fails to make me laugh as well. Best. And then, P.S. Y'all definitely have a bromance going on. Don't lie to yourselves like that.
I try to tell him all the time. He just won't believe me.
Well, you know what? Thanks for writing in. Thanks so much.
That's
for
from Mia
show.
or Maya. It's MIA. I know it can be pronounced either way.
And we appreciate you.
Yeah. That's a new one, though, that like the laughing at work club, but thinking you're just a psychopath, like a genuine.
Yeah.
Like everyone gets crazy looks when they laugh at work, but everyone's looking at you being like, oh, man, the last podcast we knew they were listening to was like about Dahmer.
Yeah.
And they're over there cackling away.
And I don't know what's hilarious about Dahmer.
Oh, I like this one here. This is from, I believe it's from Malia, and the title is "Here's an Episode Idea." Hello, Josh and Logan. Josh, I commented on the Instagram where you wanted us to roast you, and I said you look like the brown M&M. I have found some things from my childhood in Texas that I think you might like. Beware, these annoyingly catchy jingles will be stuck in your DNA for the rest of your life. I'll read the rest of the email and then we'll get to that thing. Anyhow, love the show. My favorite episodes are Say Something Dummy and the episode about the creamer. I'm also an avid creamer drinker, but I water it down with milk. That's
the
most insane shit I have ever heard.
What are you talking about? What are you talking about?
Watering down. I watered down the dairy with some dairy.
You can't have it pure. You got to cut it.
You do?
Huh?
You drink it pure?
I wouldn't necessarily drink it. We don't know what that was. All right?
Yeah, we do.
No.
You don't get to try to retcon the show like you didn't.
Remember that. Remember that, though. We never fully figured out. We never fully figured out what exactly
Yes, you did.
it
Your
was.
roommate came in and said you guys are drinking creamer.
You just gonna take her word for it. You weren't even there when she said.
You took her word for it.
Look.
You told me.
Look. Jury is still out. Okay.
Shut up. You're a fool. Shut up.
No, you're a fool.
You're a fucking fool. Shut up.
You are a fool,
Shut up.
and you
Shut up,
always
fool.
have been.
Shut up,
all
you
right?
fool.
You will be.
Anyhow,
a
hope you
fool
enjoy.
until
Shut up, fool.
your
Shut up, you
last
fool.
Day.
Fool! I am trying to read.
You are a
Shut the fuck up.
fool.
Shut up.
Fool.
Anyhow, hope you enjoy these jingles. Maybe you can react to them on the show or something like that. And I just like they go, bye! From Malia. I won't play all of them. I'm going to play one for you just because this takes me back to some stuff from like my childhood too. We didn't have this one. I don't know if you'll be able to hear it. I hope you will.
Okay, fool.
You're a fool.
You're a fool.
So I was excited about this because it made me think about. I have a lot of like jingles, like local jingles stuck in my head. Do you have any of those?
Yeah.
Do you want to tell me any?
No, none of them are good. And if I say them out loud, I'll just be thinking about them all day.
Oh, come on now. Come on. I'll sing you a couple of mine if you sing me one of yours.
You know what? They don't give good internet, though, so I don't even want to promote them. Nobody should know about them. Nah, let me see a different one. Because the internet one is like
an actual like earworm.
Yeah, it's an actual earworm, but they're not a good company. They just paid someone to get themselves stuck in your head like a real parasite. Let me see. There's one that's. Let me see if I can find it real quick.
Oh, you're going to look for it?
I'm going to look for it because I want to make sure I'm doing it right, or else literally no one will. There's already probably only a few people from my hometown that listen to the show.
The ones I got in my head, I can sing for you right now without even needing reference because they are so ingrained in my head. There's Rochester Lapidary Jewelers. If you want to look good, grace, styles, and value. Jewelries, gems, and stones. We got everything you need at the Rochester Lapidary Jewelers.
Okay, let's see.
That was a real jazzy one. Soulful even.
Okay. Yeah, I can't find it. So the only thing I can actually give you is this one guy. There's no real like jingle to it. There's just some really catchy music playing in the background, and he and then he's like it kind of like sounds like that sort of Silk Sonic-y Bruno Mars type. So it's like, just imagine doom 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 doom.
Okay.
Doom 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 doom. And then he's like going with the beat, like doom 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 doom. And then he looks at the camera. He's like, "Have you been hurt?" And then they're still going doom 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 doom. He's like, "It wasn't your fault." Doom 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 doom.
So yours is kind of a slam poetry.
Yeah.
Ad, not so much a jingle, but
yeah, it was. I think he was trying to. It ended up being slam poetry because he couldn't sing and couldn't really stay with the beat. But it ended up being a little bit of an R&B attempt.
Okay, gotcha. We also had Universal Marine and RV was another one. And it was imagine yourself having fun and feeling free. Universal Marine and RV, and it was for boat. It was boat and camper rentals. But having fun and feeling free.
Wow.
Let's do this one here. Do you want to read this one, or do you want me to read it?
I might need you to read it just because it is so small on my computer. It's a little bit hard to read.
And you got shitty eyes? Because you won't get glasses because you're a fool?
No, you're a fool. All right? You are a foolish fool.
All right. This is from Daniel, and it is titled, "I accidentally competed in an Iron Man competition, plus stand-up advice."
So it really runs the full spectrum of like human interaction.
Yeah. Hey, Josh and Logan. I hope you all are doing well. My name is Daniel. You may remember me from my email entry in episode number 106, Gym Stepdad, where I told you all about my slightly humiliating experience puking at my local gym. Oh, I do remember that. I have another funny story of something that recently happened to me that I wanted to share with you. But first, I wanted to ask you for some advice regarding my new adventure in the world of stand-up comedy. I recently performed my first ever stand-up comedy set at a local club here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. It was a brief 5-minute set, and I not only had a great time, but I was given many compliments from some of the attendees that night. The organizer even caught me after the show and informed me that he could send me the dates and locations of some upcoming open mics if I was at all interested in potentially performing at them. I told him that I definitely was, and I'm currently waiting to hear back from him. All that being said, I wanted to ask you if you had any advice for me as a new comic. This is definitely just a small hobby for me, but I would love to continue to try my hand at it in the future if given the opportunity. Any advice on how you guys come up with material? How do you typically practice? Any and all help would be much appreciated. Maybe we'll give some advice first, and then we'll read the story here.
Yeah, I think that for the most part, just having fun is the best thing that you can do starting out. Like, I think that some people, it's exactly like going to the gym. I think some people like take it very seriously and get really into it and want to like get really far in their first like 2 visits, and then they end up burning out or like not getting the results they want in 2 weeks, and so it makes them want to give up. But if you're just like having fun and building community and meeting people that you think are funny and getting to watch people that you think are funny, and it's one of those things that gives you confidence and a source of joy, then I think sticking with it for now is the best thing you can be doing, because all those things that you could want will come later with more experience. So there's no real there's no real like long-term tip that I could give. I will say one piece of advice I give everybody if I don't see them do it is to, when you start, put the mic stand away from you. Like so many people starting out let the mic stand upstage them. Like they'll just take the mic out of the stand and then leave it in front of them, blocking them on stage.
Yeah, and a lot of people do that when they start.
Yeah, and I think that's the only thing that I tell people who are like almost brand new. Other than that, though, I don't think that there's anything that you can do except continue to enjoy yourself and like enjoy writing, enjoy learning how to perform better.
Yeah, I mean, you've already done the hardest thing, which is start. Like that's what keeps a lot of people from doing it at all, is literally just signing up that first time. Because we both met a lot of people who are just like, oh, I want to do stand-up. And I always say, okay, go do it then. And then they don't, because that's the hard part. So you got that. And I'm glad it went well. One of your next times is not going to go well. Within like those first like 5 times you do it, one of them hurts very badly. Whether it's your first one or it's like your third one. So just know that's going to happen. It's nothing you did wrong. It's part of the journey. It's part of learning it. So if you still like it, just shake that off and move forward. And then I think just, for writing, like for me, when I started out, when I was brand new, I literally just had a little notebook with me and I made myself just write down 3 thoughts a day. Mm-hmm. Even if they weren't funny, even if they never became anything, I just made myself write them down, which just got me better at not only just creating a collection of stuff, but also it made me better at being choosy about what I wanted to talk about by just the nature of constantly writing down ideas. Mm-hmm. So it's not even like generating good material, good stories. It was just like, oh, I have a fleeting thought that maybe is a bit. I'm just going to write it down, and then I just would make sure I'd write down 3 a day, and that's how I generate material. How did you do it in the beginning when you started out?
I really would just like go off of experiences that I had, or like I try to like flush out an idea. So what I did when I started out, which, you know, who knows if this was even a good idea, but I would have like one thing that I really wanted to talk about, and I try to pull as much as I could out of that one thing, and then, you know, one thing at a 5-minute mic became 2 things, became like writing just a straight up joke, became having a set, you know. But like I really stuck to, here's the thing that I think is funny, whether it's a story or a concept, and I'm just going to mine it as much as possible every time. And then, you know, through the process of like elimination and just through realizing what people laughed at and what was just filler, you cut it down from there.
Yeah. But congrats on starting out, and best of luck in your future sets. And now on to the story here. I also wanted to leave you with a funny story of something that recently happened to me. Over the weekend, there was an Ironman competition here in Chattanooga, Tennessee. On Sunday, I decided to go for a run in the afternoon, as I had been inside for most of the day and wanted to get out for a bit. After running for a little over a mile, my route took me by the main road where the Ironman competitors were running. Once I reached the road, I was at this point, once I reached the road, I was at the point running side by side with the competitors and was headed for the famous Walnut Street Bridge here in Chattanooga. Little did I know, the Ironman competitors were also headed for that same bridge. Once I reached the beginning of the bridge, I realized that I had accidentally found myself competing in the Ironman race alongside people who, at this point, had been running for 13 plus miles. I was committed to it at this point and couldn't turn back. So there I was, running alongside the racers on the bridge. The whole time I'm running across the bridge, crowds of people are cheering me on and giving me words of encouragement as they assumed I was an Ironman competitor, even though I was in fact not a registered competitor in the race. However, once I reached the other side of the bridge, I realized there was a large crowd of around 100 to 200 people waiting for all of the runners to cross the bridge with signs and bullhorns. I had to make a decision in this moment. Do I run with all of the competitors through the crowd and act like I was an actual Ironman competitor? Or do I run off course and away from the race altogether? I was really starting to feel like the person in the group that didn't contribute to the group project but still got an A+ on the assignment. So I decided to run around the crowd and off the race route. It just didn't feel right for me to run through the large crowd of people at the end of the bridge, but who knows, maybe if I did, I would have received some kind of participation trophy. I definitely felt like I was being showered with undeserved praise at that moment, but hey, I will take what I can get, I suppose. Anyway, I hope you all are doing well, and didn't mind my longer than necessary emails. I'm loving the podcast. Keep up the great work. Take care, Daniel. Daniel, I will say, I would have ran straight into that crowd and soaked up that adoration. That's what I would have done.
Yeah, you would have been... It would have been so funny if you had run through and then you were really like talking shit as you cross, like oh, you look.
You guys are winded. I'm still feeling great.
Y'all look a little dehydrated, if you ask me.
I was hoping, I knew it wasn't going to lead to this because it's too cartoony, but the idea of accidentally competing in an Ironman competition, I met up with them at the bridge, and then suddenly here I am on a bike.
Yeah, because this is the thing. If you're not supposed to be in it at all, because I told you about we did an episode about the marathon stolen valor, right?
Yes, we've talked about that. Yeah,
it's like if you manage to get in one of those things, they only have so many bikes and stuff for the people competing. So you
could steal someone's spot.
But I think even the other competitors at a certain point would be like, why doesn't that guy have a number on his chest?
Yeah. Or you're on the bike and then you're swimming and you're just exhausted. You're like, I don't want to be doing this. I didn't mean to do this.
Yeah.
Someone in an Ironman competition by duress, just like on a bike. Like I didn't want to. I have places to be.
I mean,
I can't
honestly,
do this right now.
When you start reading the story, I thought that he was going to compete out of pressure because the people in the beginning thought he was part of it, so then he just stayed in it.
No, Daniel sounds too nice. Here's the thing, Daniel, from this story, it sounds like you're polite and very sure of yourself. So you're like, I'll just get out of here. I'm not going to let the pressures of the race control me. So you sound mentally healthy, but I would have loved it if you were just like, yeah, then I ran in there and I got a medal.
I got a medal. I think some guy drowned.
We're at an hour. We could probably wrap it up.
Okay, can you let me see. There's one.
Did you want to do one more?
Maybe one more. All right. Well, this one is titled Strife, and it is from our friend Ben. Hello, Josh and Logan. Logan, how do you feel when Josh responds to your story with, "That's so funny," and immediately moves on to a new topic? Do you think he actually thinks what you said was funny? Also, I wanted to share a couple of stories from high school. Every day while driving,
didn't even let me answer. Just moved right on.
Oh yeah.
That's how little he cares about what I think.
Do you think that I think that you're being funny when I say that's funny?
I do know that's how you react to things that are funny. Yeah. But from the outside, just hearing into the podcast, it probably does sound like you don't care. But knowing you personally, I know that is how you react to something you genuinely find funny.
Yeah.
It's how a lot of comics. It's actually like if something is really, really funny to me, that I usually just go like, "Wow, that's really funny." Mm-hmm. Like I don't laugh. I kind of just appreciate how funny it is.
Do you? Yeah, I do the same thing. I will laugh. You know what happens? And I've realized this week.
What?
I laugh really hard the third time if I'm watching a clip, like so like if I see a clip on Twitter or something, the first time I don't laugh at all. I'm just kind of like, oh, that's funny, and then there's a part of me that's like, let me watch it again, and then the second or third time is when I have the laugh that I should have had that normal people would have the first time.
Yeah.
So the first time I see it, because so much of Twitter, even with clips, is like within a joke. So I'm thinking about the joke while I'm watching the video. So I'm not really enjoying the video. But then when I'm like getting the video again, then I'm like, okay, now I know what the punchline is, so I don't have to look for anything, and I can just enjoy it.
Because sometimes, like, I don't know if you mean it this way, but it's like sometimes I'm just trying to like reverse engineer like what they've done, like as a stand-up.
Yeah, I'm just trying to make sense of what process they've done.
Yeah, and especially if it's like really funny and unexpected, it makes me kind of go like, whoa, okay, how did they plant the seeds for that payoff? And it's like I'm more putting the puzzle together as the process instead of just enjoying it.
Yeah, which does end up being distracting from the joke and stuff.
So just know when Josh says that's so funny. I mean, sometimes he's probably not paying attention, but a lot of times it means he enjoys it. Hello?
Yeah.
Were you going to finish the email?
Yeah. I was waiting for you to be done.
I was done talking for so long, and you just stared ahead.
No, I was waiting just in case. All right, you're a fool. You're an actual fool.
That's so funny.
It's crazy. You would have done great in medieval England because you are a fool.
Finish the email. You goon.
You're a fool. Okay. Every day while driving to high school, I would eat an apple. While I was walking into the building, I would throw my apple core into another student's truck bed. I did this for at least 3 months. One day, he finally caught me and asked me what the fuck I was doing. I just shrugged my shoulders and kept walking. I'm still not sure why he didn't kick my ass.
Wow. Baller move.
My senior year of high school, I drove a blue Ford Windstar minivan to school. Another kid who was more popular than me had the exact same van. At the end of the year, the popular girls at the school would go out in the parking lot and write things on the windows of other seniors' cars. They mistook his van for my van, so I walked out of school to see "We love you, Eric" written on the windows of my van. My name is Ben. I drove the van around all summer with that on the window, and my friends constantly roasted me. I love the show, but people act like you guys won a Nobel Peace Prize when they compliment the show during the mailbag section, so I'll just say, good job. Thanks, Ben.
That email's a real criticism sandwich.
Yeah, it's like, look, like Ben has the demeanor of somebody that's definitely trying to smash, because it's like, I love the show, but people act like y'all won a Nobel Peace Prize or something.
Yeah.
But good job.
Yeah. I like the show. You're not all that. Also, Josh has this weird reaction. No, I mean, Ben has the energy of a man who throws apple cores into someone's truck for 3 months.
And also doesn't know why he does.
Just does it. Ben is a man to be respected and feared. I'll say that.
Wow. Wow. That's incredible.
That's so funny.
That is funny. Thank you so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. I hope you had a great time listening. We had a great time recording. So if you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. We're going to be posting clips of the show. And if you're looking for Logan,
You can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want to get into the mailbag, you can send us an email, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. We read them at the end of every episode, and sometimes we do these big, long ones. We also read reviews on Apple Podcasts. If you leave us a 5-star review and leave us you actually have to write a review. We can't see the 5-star just ratings, but if you leave us a 5-star review, we like to read those sometimes too, and it helps us on that platform. And if you want more of us, we got bonus stuff over on Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We've got bonus shows we do there where we debate stuff, where I, prove how big of a fool Josh is.
you're a fool.
You're a fool.
Remember that.
You can also get full replays to live shows we've done. We just did our last virtual live show of 2022. It was very fun. I think this one was genuinely unhinged. So I'm very, I'm excited and concerned to see what happens in 2023 at the virtual live show, because it was a dark holiday episode. I will say that. And then we're gonna be on the road in January. Josh kicks off his freshman tour, is what he's calling it, and I'm on a couple of the shows at the start of the year. So all that stuff and all the links down below and all that jazz. Come see us.
Yeah, and have a great rest of the week, into the weekend, into the holiday.
Bye-bye.
Fool.
You're a fucking fool.
Fool.
You're a fool.
Fool. Let's see. Let me turn off the recording.
Stop
Fool.
recording right now. To you big dumb fool.
Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification, because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
I was cleaning leaves off of this guy's roof. Like I didn't even know this guy, right? And I was cleaning leaves off his roof for a friend who had like, hey, you need some extra money. Do you want to do this thing, right? So it's like a friend of a friend.
Is this
And
is in Louisiana
this
or
is in Louisiana, yeah.
okay?
And so cleaning the like leaves out of the gutters and just the debris off the roof and branches and stuff. And while I'm there, I slip and I fall off the roof, right?
Jeez.
And I fall off the roof. And luckily, this is one of those like novelty houses where the roof is like way too slanted and way too long. So it's not actually that, like, I'm still scared because I'm falling, but it's not actually that high of a drop, right?
Right.
So when I fall, I like land on a bunch of flowers, like this flower bed, and I could tell the flowers were special when I landed in them. Like I knew as soon as my back hit those flowers, I was like, these were grown especially by someone whose hobby this is, because they look too nice
Right.
to just be something naturally occurring. And I got out of the thing, I got out of the like flower bed and was just freaking out trying to figure out how to both like get back on the roof because I don't know why, but the dude like took the ladder with him. So I climbed up
He
there.
got you up there and then he left with it?
He got me up there and then he left with it because I guess he needed it for something else. He only had one ladder. And so I didn't know how I was gonna get back on the roof. And then I also didn't know how I was gonna make this like flower bed situation better. And so then I saw what's the one? Is it still a garden hoe, the little handheld one with the three spikes?
I don't know if that's called a garden hoe. I'm not sure what that's called. A
But
claw?
basically, yeah, I grabbed one of the gardening tools that was like still laid out in the yard, and I just started digging these like tiny little holes and then putting my hand in the hole and just trying as hard as possible to make it look like a paw print. Cause I was like, if I can make enough paw prints now.
Trying to convince them some sort of vermin destroyed the
So then I was like, I was like,
Sorry. Keep going. I'm sorry.
I started like poking all these holes and then like getting my hand in the hole, trying to like mold the hole to look like a paw print. And then I did like maybe like 9 of them. Like honestly, in the time that I did this, I really could have cleaned the roof, right? But I had to like
I was just thinking, of just like you spent way more time with your fake meerkat colony than you did with your
yeah,
actual job.
cause then I was like so freaked out that this is like a freelance job and I've done more damage, like I've done more harm than good, that maybe they wouldn't pay me. So I was like, I need to come up with something to where they're like, this wasn't his fault or he couldn't have, whatever, right? So then I'm making the paw prints. I finally make what I think is enough leading from a little bushy area to the bed that I like fell in. Then I have to figure out how to get back up on the roof. So then I try a cartoonish amount of things. I actually tried to like, I don't know why I thought I had this balance. So the spade that you'll dig with.
Yeah.
There was another one of the like both mostly all the garden tools were like actually laid out, and so I grabbed the spade. I hit the spade into the ground at like the sharpest angle that I could, and then I tried to climb it up to the roof. So
It was like a full like long handle one.
it was a full log handle.
And you tried to
And
fucking
so,
just Buster Keaton up it, like just
yeah,
like hoist
hundred
yourself on a
percent.
stick.
And so I tried to like get myself to the top of it, and I got myself to the top one time and looked like a cat just like trying to balance on the top of this like garden hoe. I mean,
Going
I'm
back and
calling
forth.
everything a garden hoe. I'm sure it
Yeah.
wasn't a garden hoe, but at the top of the spade before I would fall and fall and fall.
Hmm.
And so then I freaked out again because I was like, all right, I've done all this damage with the spade. I've done all this damage with the paw prints. And if I can't get back up on the roof, I'm not going to be able to convince them of like any sort of story, right? And so finally, I'm trying to remember how it happened. I basically like grabbed the fence and then got to the top of the like tried to like angle myself on the top of the fence with some balance and then jump from the fence to the lip of the roof, right? And I
Hmm.
tried this like three times and I hurt myself every single time. Like I was more bloodied every single time um than the last time. And so finally I get up. I'm already like wiggling, but I just bend my knees and jump as far as I can and grab the gutter. And when I grab the gutter, I hear a little pop because my weight is like too much for the gutter.
Yeah,
And so I hear
gutters are
this,
real flimsy.
yeah. So I hear this pop and I'm like, I need to start grabbing like roof immediately. And so then I grab a little piece of roof and the little tile of roof that I grab starts slipping. And so I'm just like in an Acme cartoon, grabbing for dear life for anything they'll actually hold. And then I finally grab some like sturdy tile and start like making my way up. Like luckily I was still working out a lot when I lived in Louisiana, like while I was like still in college stuff. So I had been doing enough pull-ups that I could get myself at least stomach level up the roof
Hmm.
and then just start kicking my way up, right? So then I like kick my way up. I'm back on the roof and I have to start doing the leaves and the branches and all the like gutter stuff all over again, right? I
Yeah.
finish that and then I finished that, and then the guy gets back, and the guy gets back like almost perfectly around the time that I'm finished, right? And so I was like, I still haven't fully formulated how to sell my story in my own head. Because I've been thinking about it the whole time I've been doing leaves, I've been thinking about like, how am I going to convince this person that whatever happened happened,
What
right?
happened here wasn't a cartoon catastrophe.
Yeah. So then
Joshy's big adventure. Like I just like, like just that title screen of you with a hoe in a destroyed garden.
but basically, the guy rolls up and I'm done. And in my mind, the best thing to do was to fall off the roof again. And and so I went to the lip where the loose tile was, and I made like a very audible like whoa.
Oh no!
And then I kicked the tile off of that lip where the gutter popped and the tile was slipping, and then I like try to land on my feet but land like right on my butt. Like I it couldn't have it the only way it could have gone horribly is if I had landed on my collarbone or something. But I fall. He
There's
runs.
multiple ways for it to have gone poorly. You were
Well,
you were purposely falling off of a roof.
but I'm just saying for the angle that I chose, because he
Right.
still couldn't
Okay.
see me whenever I did this. Like he was still at the front of the house and I'm towards the back, right?
So just walk me through again. Why, in your mind, was the right decision to re-fall off the roof? Why did you think like, oh, this'll cover it. This'll solve the situation. If I
It's
just
gonna
throw myself, oh, it comes back. Okay, all
it's
right.
gonna make sense in a minute.
Okay.
So then
Okay.
so then I fall, right? He hears me yell and fall. So he runs down the side of the house to me laying on the ground, right?
Yeah.
And I had to like extra sell it. Like I Family Guy, like try to put one of my legs behind my body, like really look like something might be busted, right? And then he was like, "Oh my gosh, are you okay?" Like, "Oh, I never should have taken the ladder." Like all this apologetic stuff, right? And I'm like, "I'm okay. I just feel so bad about that. I mean, I don't even know what it was. Was like, and I'm trying to get him to say it in case there's anything he's been dealing with. Like, is there like a dog or something you guys have been have been dealing with? Because this animal, I was finishing up, right, and this animal runs over and is just like bounding around in your yard. And then I was trying to throw something at it to get it to stop, and that's when I fell, right? Because so that way he would connect me falling with my story, right?
Right.
And then he was like, it worked out perfectly because he was like, that damn fat cat. He's like, there's an obese cat in the neighborhood that nobody wants to claim, but it's been wreaking havoc for months. And I was like, oh, that must have been what it was. I didn't get a good look at it, but I was trying to throw a stick at it or something to get it out of those beautiful flowers. And he hadn't even noticed the flowers until I said that. And he looked over at the flowers and he lost it. He was like, my wife's gonna kill me, and I was like, I was correct in trying to make up a story because I've never even met the wife or anything, but I know that these flowers are just as important as I felt like they were when they were in my back.
Well, you definitely got that cat killed, though.
I mean,
you put a target on that cat's head.
I mean, maybe, but like no one knows when the cat comes and goes. It's one of the fittest obese like street cats is how he described it, because he's like, it's fat but it's still fast.
Well, yeah. That's
so ideally nobody would, come after it.
I mean, I commend you, like the leaps of logic that you took to be like, I know how to cover this. I never would have thought, like, I don't know, I'll dig holes. How old were you? So you were in college at this point.
Yeah, I'm like 20. I'm like 21.
You're way too old to have this fucking Rugrats adventure. No, I think, the cat did it.
Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I'm doing okay, man. How are you?
I'm all right. I'm a little bitter at the moment.
Why?
I had some
it's
shows.
Our 100th episode, and you're going to be bitter about it?
Not about it. I'm very happy about it. I was at some shows at Foxwoods Casino. It's in Connecticut, and
okay.
At the casino, they have a lot of amenities. They have a lot of things for a non-gambler like me to do, right? So there was an arcade. The arcade was pretty good. It was like there's two arcades, right, and they only tell you about one of them, and the other one is way better. That I was like, okay. I was almost more upset about that. They tell you about the first arcade, which is like got bubble hockey in it, which was amazing. So
bubble hockey's great.
Even though I lost pretty badly, it was still very fun to play. There's just so much hope when you play bubble hockey, because even if you have no skill, you're like, wow, I almost hit the goal just then from like twisting my wrist. Anyway, so then they had the Tekken Tag, which was amazing. But they also had go-karts, and they had the serious go-karts for kids that are going to try to be Formula One racers one day. So the go-karts were not only fast, but they were like professionally done.
These were, professional go-karters is what this is.
Okay, so you joke about, God damn it. What is this?
For those of you listening.
Fucking fuck. It makes me so mad, and it's just as we're recording too.
Yeah,
it's
he's
not.
Got a
it
fly
doesn't.
In his face. For if you're just listening to the pod, and when I say just listening, we're hoping that this will be our a full video episode. We've got new cameras, but right now, Josh, It's chasing a fly.
Whatever.
And is very angry about it.
Okay.
We told you nothing would change. We told you. We may be 100 episodes in. It's not a goddamn thing changing.
So what ends up happening is we get there and Vince and I go racing, right? And it's too serious when we walk in. When we walk in, it's like there's an energy in there that's like dad. You know that like sports dad, like coach dad, like almost stage dad, but for sports.
Yeah, too intense kind
so
of.
It's too intense when we walk in. So immediately
at go-karts?
At go-karts. But to be fair, these go-karts were dope.
Still though, what are you gonna turn harder? Like, what are you gonna say?
You're gonna say turn harder. All right.
Rubbing is racing, Daniel. Like, what are you gonna do?
Yeah. And so we get there. Not only do they have suits that you can wear, you can just get one of the suits that's made for like a driver.
You mean like a jumpsuit, not a 3-piece.
No, not a 3-piece, but the jumpsuit is like legit.
Because that would be great if they had formal go-kart.
Formal go-kart racing, yeah.
Please put on your racing tuxedos.
So basically, we go in there. And
was that an extra charge to get the uniform?
I don't think so. No, I think they were just letting you have it if you wanted it. If you knew what your fit was, they were just letting you put it on. But the helmets were legit. The helmets, I was like, are we in trouble?
Is my head in that much danger?
I've never worn a helmet like that. The helmet made it so that my actual face was in place. Like, it wasn't just a helmet. It was like a helmet that like fitted with foam pushing into your cheeks, and like it just kept everything perfectly placed. So they have a head sock for you to put on too. So you put on a head sock, which at first I thought was a sanitary thing, and apparently that's also what racers do. And
racers wear I think that's a lot for, safety, and also I think potentially if like fires. I think if you crash,
I guess if there's a fire, but it was actually too safe that I got nervous, because I was like, why is there a flame retardant suit, a helmet that looks like it could take a bullet, and then just me with a head sock on? Like, is this bad?
Because I'd be like, if they were doing that before like an amusement park ride, you'd be like, we shouldn't get on this.
Yeah,
they're giving us too much gear. This means you will die on this.
And so we did 2 heats, and in the first heat, you have to remember, this is me remembering how to drive, because I haven't driven since the last time I drove go-karts, which was 4 years ago.
That's a great point. I kind of forgot your inability to drive.
Yeah, so already that's the other thing that made me nervous. I was like, are these fast enough that I could like hurt myself or someone else? Because the last time I went go-karting, you were punching it, and this little thing was like barely getting any steam.
Right.
And I watched a heat before we ran, and I couldn't believe how fast they were. It was like cars. It was like straight cars.
He means the Pixar movie.
Yeah, the cars are talking. So then
he felt like a car. He felt like a cartoon car.
I get in my car, and also the way that they managed it was a little frantic, because then they were getting annoyed at us, like, for not having been there a million times or something, because I guess they're just used to the kids that come every weekend, because there was even we were knocked back 45 minutes because they couldn't get a bunch of cars going, and the dads were so mad. It was wild. It was like, I thought there was going to be a fight, because the dads were so mad. And one of the dads was like, my son races for some, like, because you know how F2 is for like the kids, right?
Right, yeah.
So F1, they're still very young. They're still essentially kids. They're like 21, 22, whatever. But F2 is when they could be like, I don't know, 17 or something. Right. And so this one guy is like, my son is like a prospect for, I can't remember what team he said, but it was like legit. Like I was actually kidding.
Oh, wow.
I was actually getting nervous. It's like
now you're like, shit, am I interrupting practice?
Yeah. I was like,
am I ruining someone's career right now by just wanting to have some fun?
100%, because then we start, and before we start, one of the dads is like, oh yeah, my son is a mechanic. I guess he's like a junior mechanic for something, and then he's on the team for something else. and they were complaining because they were like, oh, it never runs like this, it's always more professional. And in my head I'm like, wait, is this supposed to be professional? Like, are we in the way right now?
What's happening?
Then it's finally our turn to race, and Vince and I go up, and the guy's just like staring at us, and he's like, grab a head sock. Like, it felt like I was on a racing team that I didn't know about, because the guy was like, he had no sense of humor, and he was no help at all. Like, he was like, do you know what your number is? Do you know what the number? Look at your screen. Do you know what your number is? And then I was like, yeah.
You accidentally got drafted into a team, my dude.
Yeah, and I was like, yeah, I'm car 19. And he was like, all right, well, go to your car. Your race is starting soon. Go to your car. And I was like, oh my God. And so I'm just like running over to the car. I get in, and like nothing on the car feels right. I didn't even know that they had like, not like specs, but they had so many adjustments you could do in the car. And so I just get in and I'm all uncomfortable. And then the guy walking up, I'm like, I've put my seatbelt on, which is like the real strapped in seatbelt, by the way. This isn't just like over the waist. It's like chest, vest across, like zip, like fully pulling your straps in. And then the guy walks up and I was like, he hits the start for my car, but then he's about to walk away. I'm like, hey, is my seatbelt all right? And he's like, yeah, you're fine. And I'm like, is there any way that I could change the pedals? Because it's real close. Like, clearly whoever was in here last was child. Like, is there anything that I could do? And then he pulled it back for me, and then it fit a little bit better. And we take off, and I was both very proud and surprised at myself how well I was controlling it from the start, but I couldn't have been more terrified about how fast it was going. Like, it was it was so fast. And then I'm making the corners too, and I'm like, wow, I'm driving. Like, I got excited like I was on the actual highway. I was like, wow, I'm driving. This is amazing.
I'm finally a grown-up.
Yeah, this is amazing.
I'm a real boy.
And then I'm in my head, I start like competing, right? So in my head, I'm like, all right, I'm going to try to pass them. And I'm like getting around. And then I passed two people, and one of them was clearly not happy about it. Like, I just
this is his job, and you're making a harder day at his job for him.
I found some space in the turn, and I took it, and I was very happy. I was like, wow, I passed someone go-karting. I don't even drive. Yeah. And so then maybe like 4 laps later, this guy just perfectly nicks me on the back right wheel and sends me into the wall. And so there's a reverse button.
Rubbing is racing. I told you.
And so I hit the reverse, but then you're supposed to only reverse when it's clear so that you can then turn and everything. And so I keep hitting the reverse, but then cars keep coming. So then I just keep slamming myself back into the wall to avoid the people that are about to hit me. And so I'm just, for maybe like 8 minutes, I'm just slamming myself into the wall. Like, not 8 minutes, because I'm sure the race was only like 6 minutes. But like,
if it was 8 minutes.
But I mean, not 8 minutes. I meant 8 times. Sorry, but like for at least 2 laps, or 2 what should have been laps for me, was me like slamming myself back into the wall over and over, because I was like, they're gonna hit me. Like, I'm getting in the way, you know. And so finally, I reverse, I pull out, and then I race the rest. And luckily, we did 2 heats, because then in my second heat, I was like, man. Okay, outside of that guy like bumping me, I think I have it. Like, I think I know how to drive now, and so
I'm gonna go get my license after this. I've done it.
And so then we get in the second batch of cars, and now I feel like a pro, because now I'm like, all right, rude guy, I know exactly what car to go to. I'm just gonna walk past you. Whatever. And I sit down. We take off again. This time, I still, only because of the race I just had, I actually think I had like a bad car with like fully.
Oh, it's the car's fault.
No.
It's the car's fault. Definitely.
I just did a race where I
Definitely
knew
not
less.
the man who doesn't know how to drive. He already said that, but it's definitely the car.
I'm telling you, man, I just did a race where I knew less. I knew less about the car. I knew less about the turns. Like everything I did the first time, I was doing for the first time. So with this one, knowing where the turns are, knowing the rhythm of when I should turn and everything, I was like, yo, this car is bad. And once you start the race, you can't just stand up. But almost immediately after I take off and I go through the first turn, I'm like, I'm in a bad car. Like, this is horrible. I had no grip at all. So then every turn with any speed, I was just drifting. I was straight up. It would have been cool if I had been doing it on purpose. I was turning. When I tell you that I was turning, and like Jason Bourne in the Rain was sliding the entire length of the turn, and then I would just hit the gas again to go straight. So for a little while, I thought I could manage it, and then twice I slammed myself into the wall so hard. And then the second heat we did was with the pro guys. So that's the heat. Like the first one we did was with a lot of like families and kids, and you know what I mean, like people that were just trying to have fun. The second one was with the guys who showed up with their own suit.
Oh, okay.
And so then at one point I'm driving and I look around and just 3 of them are boxing me in. I'm like, what's happening right now?
It's like, I get it, especially if they're, pro racers or whatever, but like, fucking calm down.
It was wild.
Don't show up with your own suit and then want to show people up at a go-kart track. That's like showing up with a bag of clubs to putt-putt.
I mean, it's like dunking on a kid. It's like dunking on a little kid.
Exactly. It's like having a caddy carry your putter for you.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you're over at the side, it's like, what do you think? There's a windmill in the way. What do you think I should do?
Hey.
Calm down, kids. Calm down. I get you're taking it seriously.
It was horrible.
Don't pick on my friend in his 30s.
No, that second car was bad, man. I'm telling you, because the second car, I was like, I would do the thing that you're supposed to do. I'd hit a little bit of brake and I'd start to turn, and I'm still just sliding like I'm on top of water, and then just doing slam into a wall.
Slow and confused 3 Connecticut drifting. That's what you.
Yeah. Man,
I've done that before. I've done the kind of more souped up go-karts, and then I've done the mini drag races. It was at a place in Texas. I was in like 7th grade, so I don't remember exactly where it was or what it was, but like they had like mini drag race cars. And that's all it was. You got in it and they gave you the countdown, and even as like small drag race cars that were like on a track, they had some giddy up and go.
Yeah. There's a point where on the course you go up a little bit, and that up is some turns, but then there's a straight where you go down, and the straight where you go down makes the car shake so much that I thought the car was coming apart. I thought it was like a Looney Tune. And so anyway, there was one kid there that is like the future. Like there was a little kid there where I was like, "Hey, my man, I need to get his autograph, maybe."
You're my go-kart hero.
That kid was so fast. He clocked a lap that, just to give you an indication, the second fastest lap was like 12 seconds longer.
Damn.
So he essentially went 1.5 times faster than the second fastest person.
Did he bring his own cart too, or
no? He
just knows which one's the
good one. He just knows what he's doing. He's a future world champion.
That's interesting.
I didn't mean to talk about any of this. It was just on my mind when you asked me.
I did not ask you, but okay.
No, when you were like, why are you
How
salty?
Are you?
Why are you bitter? Why are you upset?
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, that I was just confused about because I'm like, we've been preparing the last few weeks for the celebration of the 100th episode, and we did the mailbag and stuff, and you're just like, I don't know, things are bad. I got beat by some kids in go-kart.
Everybody got their own struggle. I don't know why. When I voice mine, it's like an issue.
It wasn't an issue. I was just surprised that you were in such a sour mood, and then the reasoning made it even better.
So,
how are the gigs though? How are the shows?
The shows were great. Crowds were great. It was a very fun time. I'm trying to figure out how to even describe it. So I've been saving two things for this episode for quite a while.
Oh, okay.
And I just wanted to check in with you. Is there anything that's on your mind that you want to chat about or anything?
Not in particular. No, I don't think so. I don't think, I'm in this stretch right now of where I haven't really done anything for the last couple weeks. So, so that will change next month. I'm about to be very busy and on the road next month, but I haven't done a lot. I had some friends come out and see me from Chicago, which was good.
Dope.
And I maybe got a little too after it and had to vomit so much into a sink.
Okay. All right.
Just maybe that happened, and it's been a long time since I've thrown up. And that may have been the most.
That's
ever
exactly what we needed. That right there. You've done it. Yeah, this is the perfect tee up. Thank you for doing that.
Whoa. Okay, I didn't mean to tee him up, but here we go.
Okay, so it's a couple of things, but one thing is a thing I don't think I've ever told you about, where I went to this after party for a comedy festival. I won't say which one in case it comes back. I'd very much like to be invited back. But I went to this comedy festival's after party.
I'm about to talk some shit about it.
No, it's not. It actually wasn't the fault of the festival. It was the fault of the bar.
Gotcha. Okay.
So basically, the after party for this festival, this is also, should point out, this is before COVID. And
oh, okay.
So there was an open bar for the after party of the festival, because now this is like the last show, last everything, going out with a big hoorah, everybody open bar, right? And one of the things that the bar that they rented out for this event, I guess threw in, because I heard this later, was like, I think 100 or 80 bottles of red wine. And so it's like a lot of red wine that they're throwing in for free on top of the tab to make the bar open, okay. Which at the time, I think I got it. Fuck yes. Which at the time,
it's just good for a podcast when you're in the middle of a sentence to blow aggressively onto your mic.
We can edit it out.
You make it hard when you do it in between.
In the middle of a thought.
You want to reslate? We can reslate.
No, I'm not going to reslate. That would be starting the whole podcast over. Reslating does nothing. We also are doing the cameras now too. So if I cut it to where you go, it just cuts.
Yeah, but if we reslate, then won't you have a place?
Reslating? No, that's not what reslating does.
Oh, okay. So basically,
the slate is to sync everything. It has nothing to do with the edit.
All right, if you say so. So
I'm the fucking editor.
The thing that ends up happening is that they get all of these red wine bottles, which I'm assuming are the same brand, same everything. I don't know, because I don't drink, and I didn't drink that night. But
you thought they were all red brand wine?
Just red. You know what I mean? You know that red? You know the red wine that just says red on it? That's apparently the staple wine is red. Don't act like you ain't had none of that red.
I've got 80 bottles of Red's red wine.
Yeah, Red's red wine.
What kind of wine? Just red.
Just red.
Yeah, but there's different types. Don't worry about it.
Crazy enough, tastes like a junkyard.
Some of them are clearly white wines too, but they say red. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah, that might be some white wine with a little blood in it. So they get all of this free red wine on top of the bar tab, right? Mm-hmm. So for the most part, people are just like pushing the red wine, like the bartenders are, and they're letting everyone know. It's like, hey, let's let people know about the red wine first, because then that might do a little something for us on the back end with the whole open bar thing. And
smart move.
Basically, I get to the after party pretty early. I'm not like a cool guy who's late, and so I get to the
was
after
there an
party.
hour before they opened.
100%. I helped set up just some of the chairs. So I'm there.
I wasn't fashionably late. I fashionably work there now.
Guy just handed me a glass and I just ran with it, you know. So I get there on time-ish for when it starts, so other people don't start showing up for at least like 40 minutes or whatever. And I think there was, to be fair, a show that was happening at the same time that the party started. So it's not as if everyone's fashionably late. It's literally that they came right there from the last show of the festival.
Right.
And sure enough, maybe 2 hours in, so I got there on time, first hour, other people started getting there, then an hour after that, when I tell you everybody, like, not every single person, but just about everybody that I saw with red wine starts throwing up. Like, starts really, gets like really sick almost immediately. And once
like
again,
early in the night, like once they're just having drinks?
Early in the night. So this is early in the night. And it's clearly not their fault, because it's people who aren't that drunk, right? And so people just start running to the bathroom.
Whatever this is,
or
it's
people,
poison.
So the 100 bottles are clearly just like spoiled wine. It's clearly just like wine that's turned, or maybe it was about to turn, and then they were like throwing it in, which...
But I don't know how wine turns like that, because people age wine for decades.
I think if you leave wine open, that's like not aging it anymore. That's like making it go bad. I feel like however you store it...
To do that with 100 bottles, though.
Man, I don't know what to tell you. People just started throwing up red, and I thought it was the end of the world. When I tell you that I thought this was it, like, I'm not gonna lie to you, I prayed a little bit. Like, dude, I'm at this party, and all I know is people next to me, people in the bathroom start throwing up full red. Because, mind you, I told you that to like color the context of the thing. I didn't know any of that while I was at the party. I just know people were throwing up red, which to me looks like blood.
So you didn't know that.
So I thought, God damn it. So I thought everybody was dying.
Right.
I thought everybody that was throwing up red was like, all right, we're here. This is the zombie movie we've been prepping for. And and then eventually a bunch of people realized that they all got sick, that they only drank the red wine. They were like, stop drinking the red wine. But apparently it's like, maybe it's how they stored it. I don't know. Because I also don't know that much about wine, but I know that a lot of people threw up.
I don't know enough either. It could, it could have had, they can get laced with salmonella or whatever too if they're bottled improperly or whatever. So I don't know. They could have just been drinking poison.
They could have. Like, I don't know. Does salmonella act that fast? Because that means that basically within an hour they must have been knocking them back. Because then within an hour they were throwing up.
Well, yeah, I don't know. This is a mystery. If you know anything about wine and how it can have this effect, email in joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. Let us know.
Yeah, but it was pretty terrible. And
sounds awful.
Yeah, and
I
you
threw
just
up a lot of.
reminded me of it with your.
Well, I was going to say, when I threw up a lot, I threw up a lot of red actually, and I was concerned because it came out and it was looking like I'm like I didn't eat anything with tomatoes in it. It seemed like almost like because I was seeing like these chunks of it and it was all very red, and I'm like, what is this? I forgot I'd ate a bunch of watermelon, so it had turned everything in my stomach red. And the chunks I was seeing that I thought were like smashed tomato parts were just watermelon that I was regurgitating.
Okay.
And it took me a sec to put that. I only put it together because a friend of mine said, he's like, the kitchen smelled very watermelon-y as you were vomiting. And I was like, that makes sense because I was concerned. But I was mainly just trying to aim.
I feel you. I forgot I had a bunch of watermelon.
I did forget that I ate a bunch of watermelon that day.
Okay.
It was a fun grill out day. Had a bunch of watermelon.
So it also then, not a tight segue, but a slight segue, leads me to one of the stories I've been saving for a long time because it just, to me, is such chaotic energy. It's like as comics, we have to do that thing that people call like reading a room, you know, whether it's for comedy or for context of, you know, what's happening or something. And it's so funny
because if anyone after a show wants to kick your ass.
Yeah. Yeah. How quickly you should leave. And
yeah.
It's amazing
all things you gotta read.
To me that because it's a skill that we've had to build over years, there's just a different energy to it than in other cases. What's the best way to put this? It's like when something becomes second nature to you almost because you have to do it so often that you forget that the rest of the world isn't building that skill. There was a wedding in Louisiana years ago where these two fine people were they're fine. They're
never has the word fine had more judgment in it.
They're
these two fine people.
Yeah, they're a lot. Anyway, they
are these friends of yours or
loosely? Yeah. We don't talk that much anymore, but it's
because of what happened in this story, or
no. But no. The story you'll see why. Anyway, so
all right.
They decided to have family cater the wedding because, you know, they didn't just, it wasn't just a money saving thing. It was like we've always wanted to have this dish at our wedding type thing, and only grandma can cook it, whatever, right?
It's also totally a money saving thing.
Yeah,
for sure.
And so
why buy food if you can force your grandma to cook for you?
And so the thing that essentially did them in a sense is that one of the matriarchs of the family that they wanted to cook something special was in the hospital for a little while, and that little while crossed over during the wedding. So then they couldn't do the whole prep, and you know what I mean, they were just too sick to do it. Mm-hmm. And so what comes with that is a family member stepping in and being like, just give me the recipe and I'll do it, right? Now, this is essentially one of the things that's being cooked is a pot pie, and it is enough pot pie for like 80 people. So it's like 80 guests at this wedding, and the wedding's...
That's a big pie.
It's a big set of pies. It's a big pie. It's all huge. And...
It'd be great if they tried to do it in one pie. Just one giant comical buffet pie.
Yeah. And so basically...
To feed everyone, I had to increase the recipe 80 times.
I'd increase the recipe 80 times, and also the pan is grandma's bed frame. So
Yeah. I was going to say we had to cook it in a small pool.
yeah. So I mean, the pool is ruined. All right.
Wrecked.
So
Wrecked.
as you enjoy this,
Absolutely.
just know you'll never swim in this thing again.
Yeah. Also, I lost my watch, so it may be in there.
Yeah.
I'm not really sure.
And so all you need to know is that the family member that steps in is not the one that you call off the bench. All right, this is this is someone who could really mess up a PB&J. So like, this is not the type of person.
You know Aunt Caroline doesn't have taste buds.
You know, Aunt Caroline burned her tongue at 82 and never been the same since. And so what ends up happening is this family member steps in, makes the pot pie, and so what's on the plate for the dinner, for the reception, is the pot pie, and the pot pie is essentially like the main, right?
Right.
So it's like almost like beef stew type pot pie with a lot of roast in it, potatoes, peas, carrots,
Right, yeah.
all the stuff, right? Like a nice thick gravy that binds it, holds it all together, and a crispy.
That's my nickname in high school, too, by the way.
What did I just
thick.
say? That
Nice thick gravy. Don't worry about it.
so anyway. They're cooking the whole thing, and then they serve, and pot pies on the plate. And then there's also a side of bread, which I just personally found hilarious, because if you get enough pot pie crust, that's just a lot of bread now. And then it was like some spinach, and I can't remember what it was, but it was like everyone got like a little brownie or something that another cousin made or something like that.
Yeah.
And so they're all eating, and they're doing the speeches, while they're eating, right? So dad gives a speech, mom gives a speech, mom and, in-laws give speeches, like everybody, right?